Hi Gemini, welcome to your love life reading for September 2019 for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. All my subscribers, thank you guys so much for sticking it out. I know I've been a little bit MIA. I've got some announcements in regards to that as well, so just give me a quick minute. If you're new to me, welcome. I hope that you stick around and you double tap that subscribe bell so you get notified of new readings. Now, I'm going to have to change the format just a little bit because I want to continue to bring more readings to you. However, my schedule has changed dramatically. I'm really trying to make as much time and effort to bring you more readings. And unfortunately, I can't do personal readings at this time. I am hoping that my calendar will open up within the next couple months because I do have changes coming around the corner in my life. So with that in mind, thank you guys for being understanding during my absence. I also want to thank all of you that did send me birthday wishes, that did, send me messages, gifts, donations, all of the above. I love you guys and appreciate you. Without your support, even if it's just a kind and loving message, I wouldn't be able to do this. And honestly, I probably wouldn't keep doing this because I've got so much going on in my life. So here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, and Venus signs. This is going to be your love life reading for September 2019. Remember that this is a general reading and not all messages will resonate with everyone. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Never force a message to apply. Leave it for that other Gemini or their cross watcher that needs to hear whatever message comes in. Also remember that time is fluid. The timing of this is fluid. I may be recording it in September with my intention for September energies, but some of you have already gone through this situation that I will be reading about or that I might be channeling about. And others of you have yet to come to that crossroads. So I just need to take a deep breath because I do feel a lot of heaviness for my Gemini friends. I was going to put off doing your love life reading for a while, but I'm feeling that so many of you really need healing energies, healing messages. And so I want to take this moment to all of you that are kind of stuck in stagnant energies, stuck in confusion and indecision. I feel that so many of you are just set in putting certain things behind you. And although mentally you're saying it, you're putting it behind you, you're moving on from it, you're leaving it behind, emotionally, they're still clawing at you, if that makes sense. Because I envision a cat with like a fur toy, and it's bouncing around. And they play around with it. And then they walk away and ignore it and act like, oh, I'm bored with you. I'm moving on. And some of you have been clinging on to that type of energy where you almost got comfortable in the pain. It became a part of you and it became a part of your everyday. Whether it was childhood issues, childhood trauma, abusive relationships, problems with self-love, self-worth, low self-esteem. Remember that a love reading doesn't necessarily have to be all about relationships. Some of the problems or situations in your love life can be manifested, whatever roadblocks you may be experiencing, whatever stagnancy you may be experiencing. Now hold up, Gemini, before you get mad at me for saying, oh, so you're saying it's my fault. So you're saying I want the trouble, I want the drama, I want the issues. Gemini, slow your roll. What I'm saying is that too many times there are people that have gone through some painful experiences. And we may mentally brush certain things away and say, that's done, over and done with, bye, see you later, on to the next one. But some of you have pain and trauma that lingers beyond past relationships. How can I say this? You see, I feel that so many of you, your home life growing up, the examples you had as, marriage, relationship, partnership, that set the tone for the type of person you were going to grow up to be. And whether you realize it or not, the experiences that we may have gone through as children, as teenagers, as young adults, maybe some of you that are young adults right now in your 20s are going through, some of you have blurred lines with separating the painful past and not bringing it into a current relationship. So I feel like for some of you, you grew up with alcoholism in the picture. And maybe that alcoholism isn't around you now. Excuse me. So that tells me the issue of alcoholism in someone's family is like a hush, hush, never bring it up. We're never going to speak about it, even though it's very clear to me that alcoholism has affected you, your family, and your relationships. So if you're here for a love reading, I have a feeling that this is more about love and family, partnership, and healing. You don't want to go through that. You don't want to face that. My throat is closing up like you've got a lump in your throat thinking about it. And those of you that are like, that doesn't apply to me, stick around. I'm pulling several messages. I'm going to pull the Romance Angels Oracle card for overall energy for the month, love life reading. And then I'm going to pull some clarifying cards as well as a couple cards for singles, a couple cards for couples, and then we'll take it from there. Now, with the new format, I do want to bring you more readings, so I am trying to keep these readings between 15 and 30 minutes, hopefully not more than that. If you haven't checked out your general reading, it is already out. I will try to link it here. Oh, wow, I babbled for quite a long time, but I do feel as though those channeled messages that were coming to me were of importance to some of you. So drop a little heart in the comments if it resonated with you. Some of you have some really deep family secrets that nobody talks about, but everyone knows about. And so you're going into future relationships, future partnerships, future marriages, or current partnerships and marriages where you've learned not to talk, right? Because growing up or in your family, we just don't say those things. We just don't talk about those things. So stay optimistic about your love life and romantic feelings. As I was saying, certain things, certain situations don't get spoken of. Some of you may feel as though you're broken. You're incapable of showing love and affection, even though you've got these romantic feelings. I mean, deep romantic feelings, attraction. You've got a lot of love for someone in particular, or you want that kind of love, but you don't know how to shift out of what you were raised with, the examples you were raised with. And Gemini, if this isn't you, this may be your partner or your cross watcher. See? You don't know how to shift out of the only way you know how to show love is almost like not showing love. Does that make sense? It's like I love you or they love you. They appreciate you. They just don't know how to show it. They've been through too much, or you have. When I look at this card, this is the first time that I see it in this light. So those of you that are new to me, I do channel messages. I don't just read cards. And my interpretation of these cards are generally what matches the channeled thoughts. It's a new way of bringing clarity to you. Because the Five of Cups, although most people are like, oh, crying over spilled milk, blah, blah, blah. But what I see here is, this is the example of marriage in the past, of family, of relationships. And you just don't know how to receive that partnership that's there for you. You almost don't know how to be that partner. But I also feel, like I said, Gemini, if it's not for you, that is your partner who you're dealing with, or who you've been dealing with. I feel as though their way of showing love doesn't meet your needs. Or Gemini, that's you. Temperance card. Fire and water. In your mind, you got the sun there. Third eye, crown chakra. And if you really look at her face, she seems in thought. Maybe a little on the peaceful side, content, at ease. And yet she's got fire and water in each hand, trying to make it work. And so it may feel as though in your relationship, the two of you are like fire and water. Someone comes in hot and heavy, and whether it's you or your partner with this type of energy, they just put that fire right out with the water because they don't know how to show you love, or you don't know how to show them love. And so it's almost as though you're starting all over again, learning how to love yourself, learning how to show love, not just with the example you were given growing up. And for some of you, doesn't necessarily mean that's how your household was, but maybe one of your very first serious relationships was a toxic relationship, and that became the example. And almost as though you expected the rest of your relationships, see? You expected them to all kind of be like that. So then you naturally attract someone just as bad, just as toxic, just as abusive as the last. You've grown accustomed to it, to just stay quiet and take it. Or vice versa. And you have 2 9s here. So you are at the end of that cycle. Look at that, heart chakra activated right there. You know better, Gemini. You know you do. You have the wisdom, the faith, the love within you to open yourself to receiving new love. But I feel that love is stressful for you. Either this person is bringing in a lot of stress into your love life, or you're just feeling like a relationship is too much work. I just don't know how to make them happy. Five of Swords reversed. So you kind of just, another 5, by the way, and the Judgment card in reverse. When I see the 5 of Swords, I feel as though you just, you just say, okay, I'm going to say or do whatever my partner says. Go with the flow. Allow things to unfold naturally and hope that they take me back. Hope that they give me another opportunity, another chance. You almost feel as though you're not deserving of another opportunity for growth. And at the same time, if this was a person that was coming into your life causing this type of stress, you are definitely not giving them another opportunity. And I feel as though some of them come back almost begging on their knees. I surrender. I'll do whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want. You want more time with me? You want to live with me? You want to come over every day? Do you want me to meet your kids? You want us to do more family things? It's like they're trying to find every which way to get back into your life. But you leave them hanging. Because while you're out there looking for the next chapter of your life, pouring into your own cup and attracting that type of love, you've left them on the back burner. You're not interested in this stressful love. There may be romantic feelings between the two of you. Some of you are over and done with this type of relationship, and so you need to stay optimistic about your love life. And others of you that know this is you, who are having a tough time shifting out of the painful past and trying not to bring that in to your current partnership or relationship. You say enough is enough. The bullshit I grew up around, the painful past relationships, they don't decide whether I am happy now or in my future. And so you drop it. You drop it. You say, that's it. I release myself mentally, emotionally, physically, because it can manifest into physical pain. It has no place in my future. I have romantic feelings for my partner, and we're about to work this out. And I'm not going to lose them because it's not their fault, the environment I was raised in. Energy oracles. We have some energy oracle cards. Okay. Wow. Look at that. It's time to speak up. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Communication. I also feel that with this card, take a moment to meditate. Call onto Archangel Michael. I'm sorry. Well, him too. He came to mind. Call onto Archangel Gabriel. Those of you that are having a tough time communicating, just like I said in the beginning, we just don't talk about those things. I don't know how to talk about those things. I was raised not to talk about those things. Pray to him. Call onto him. Google or Pinterest, look up prayers to Archangel Gabriel. Take some time to meditate. Be one with yourself, connect with your higher self, and ask Archangel Gabriel to come in and guide you and assist you. And being able to honor yourself and speak your truth, and being able to communicate with your higher self, to heal your inner child, to heal that other you. And that's what came into my mind. The other you. The person that you have become due to the past pain and trauma. But that's not really you. The pain and the trauma and all that bullshit from the past, or what you may be currently going through, it's molded you and shaped you to who you are right now. But use it as the catalyst to be a better person, to learn from other people's mistakes, to learn from whatever you have gone through. Identify the red flags, what you don't like, what you don't want, and shift into a more positive light. Learn from it. And ask Archangel Gabriel to assist you in speaking your truth, in understanding everything that you've gone through that got you to this point, because it is a time for action and forward movement. Look at this. Beautiful card. A lot of blue and purple with healing. And I feel as though when you connect, and I just have to point it out, when you connect with your higher self, with your guides, it's divine intervention. Ask your angels to come in and help heal you. Help you move past certain things. It is a time for action and forward movement. When you avoid healing from that, whether you or them, it can manifest into hostilities. It's a lot of resentment and anger that builds up. And it manifests and it comes out in a very negative and toxic way. Even if you think, well, I'm not abusive towards them because I don't say bad things. I don't talk down to them. I don't even say anything. I don't hurt them physically, mentally, or emotionally. But holding back from them and not meeting their emotional needs, that's also a way that your hostility or hostilities can manifest towards you, because then they feel like a little bit of resentment for you not giving them what they need on an emotional level within the relationship. A little appreciation goes a long way. Speak your truth. Let them know how much you appreciate them. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Look at all that yellow. Your solar plexus chakra helps to keep you balanced. Some of you manifest this stress in your tummy, in your belly, digestively. You're blocking yourself when this happens. I have another deck. Give me a minute. I need to pull this deck out. This is the Heal Yourself deck. You have so much to look forward to in your romantic life, your romantic relationship, your love life. Some of you have been in the same karmic cycles for quite some time. Maybe not with the same partner, but different areas of your life. And I feel as though these lessons have come through different ways. Maybe not always in a romantic way, like a romantic relationship, but maybe through friendships, partnerships at work, where it's essentially the same lesson. And it's time to learn it and move past it. Release yourself from it. What does Gemini need to heal themselves from? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, please. Wow. Take off your mask. And you see that? The number 11 card, the master number. Tells me you're putting up a front. Like everything's okay. Didn't I say that in the beginning? Like, I'm just going to go with the flow. Everything's okay. Everything's cool. But there's a lot hidden behind your eyes, in your mind, in your heart, in your belly, in your soul. And so you may not say much and you may not speak up as often as you should, but you bypass everything that you're replaying in your mind so that nobody knows what you're really going through. You don't want to burden anyone because you see yourself that way. Because maybe your parents or your past relationships have made you feel like your emotional needs are burdensome. And so now you don't feel comfortable opening up, whether to this partner or to anyone. Wow, what did I say? That inner child, right? This is a divine message. And I mean it. This is like your sign that you need from God, from the angels, from your spirit guides and guardian angels. Because that number 16 card adds up to 7 messages from the divine. They want you to know that it's time to heal your inner child. Someone else got inner child messages as well. I think it was Pisces. So if you have Pisces in your chart, maybe you have a Pisces moon, emotional energies. Either way, check out the Pisces reading because I do talk about that. I think it was Pisces. If not, it was Virgo because those are the only ones I've done so far. But one of those two I did speak about acknowledging your inner child. It may have been the Virgo now that I think about it. Hug your inner child. That inner child needs to heal. Let me pull a couple cards for singles and a couple cards for couples, and we will end it there. So, what is going on with Gemini singles? Stay optimistic about your love life and romantic feelings. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Why are you still single? Why are you having a tough time moving on? You want to move on. You could see the sun in the background waiting there for you. And you almost want to just literally trample over the people that have fucked you over, that you've gone through some major heartbreak, betrayal. But what comes after the 10? Well, your new opportunity, and that's the Death card. This old relationship, this karmic baggage, this painful past, boom, done. They may have backstabbed and betrayed you and hurt you. Or for those of you that feel this way, that your inner child feels this way, look at that face. I mean, come on. From the 10 of Swords, the only way is up, and it's time to get up. With the Death card, you start over. Fresh new beginnings. It's putting an end to the trauma, to the past, to the pain, and healing, because you definitely have new beginnings. New abundance, new growth, new opportunities, new healing. Gemini, I feel as though this, if you haven't gotten to this point already, you're about to. The tides have turned, have shifted, and the tables have turned. And you are starting to feel even more empowered. And the more healed you become and you feel, it's a process. It's not overnight. Deep in your core, you feel so empowered. Enough to put that 10 of Swords to bed. And say, you know, you may have hurt me, You may have left me with scars, but I'm still strong enough to start over again. So if you need to take some time alone, which I do feel that some of you are in that position, I mean, you have 3 majors here with the Ten of Swords. I feel as though you are already aware of what needs to be put to death, put to bed, start all over. Because you have new beginnings. Oh my God. Happiness awaits. Union, unity, you have a new partner, new offers, abundance in all forms. An opportunity for a new partnership. Whether you heal this old partnership or a new one comes in. Maybe with a Libra, a Virgo, Scorpio, another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But the right thing to do, Gemini, for you to move towards this beautiful, abundant new beginning, a cornucopia of abundance, of everything you could ever dream of, is when you find your own inner balance and you honor yourself, you heal yourself. You put all the shit behind you and move on. Let's see for the Gemini couples. Gemini couples. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something, Gemini. Whether you're Gemini male or female, when that King of Pentacles comes in, unless you're dealing with the Capricorn, but I definitely feel that this is your energy, Gemini. Midas touch. Everything you touch turns into gold. Once you have healed yourself or you start feeling your self-worth coming back into the picture, you are feeling so empowered, where the toxic people from your past no longer can squeeze their way back into your life. No longer can they affect you. I mean, look at that. It's almost as though he's looking down at them like, oh, you peasant. Coming back into my life, huh? Look at me and my throne, my crown, my pentacle. I'm about to hit you with this pentacle if you don't get out of my way. You see me standing, doing me, being the best me. Hell yes, because there's new beginnings. What did I tell you? The Midas touch. You can manifest any type of opportunity, relationship, whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether it's to heal yourself, heal this relationship, or start a new relationship, because the Ace of Pentacles is new beginning. And because it's a pentacle, it's something firm and stable and consistent and concrete. I mean, I can't even describe to you. Let me put it to you this way. As I'm reading this, you see all this yellow and gold? You see how he's got it right here on his belly? I'm feeling it in my heart chakra for you guys. The warmth I feel in my heart is how you'll be feeling if you're not there already. But you have to heal. You have to. It's the only way you can love yourself back to feeling this type of love. You can't just brush it under the rug and act as though none of it happened. You break down those walls. You love yourself back to life. Believe me, you do. King of Wands is the action king, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So maybe by Sagittarius season, by the end of this year, I want to say December, and let me tell you why, because that's Capricorn and Sagittarius right there. By December, I feel as though some of you will absolutely feel that warmth I'm speaking of. The holidays that you probably didn't pay much attention to in the past, it's going to be a whole new experience for you this year, because you're going to feel so much love within yourself. Understand that some of the issues that you may have gone through, some of the trauma, the pain, the horrible experiences, they weren't your fault. You weren't put on this earth to carry that pain. But it is your responsibility to learn from it and heal from it and move on. Because I'm telling you, that new beginning, that new opportunity, that whole opportunity for love, oh my God, it's there. It's coming to you. The holidays are going to be something else for you this year, I'm telling you. You'll remember this reading when I say that. This is an opportunity for healing. You may have felt hopeless at one point. Some of you are currently feeling hopeless right now. But I also feel that this reading is also breathing life back into you. And I want to send you guys lots of love and healing energy, because I know some of you may have this tunnel vision right now that what I'm saying almost seems impossible. But trust me, something will happen to make you shift out of that tunnel vision. Believe me, you'll be celebrating life like you've never celebrated before. And I have to say, some of you have more than one partnership that will be trying to bring this to you. What did I tell you? I'm feeling it for you guys by the end of this year. By the end of this year, wish fulfillment. Or you are absolutely closing out 2019 with a sense of accomplishment. When you look back, you'll remember this reading. When you look back and you realize how much you've grown and healed in such a short amount of time. And you're on the path to healing, to happiness, and you didn't realize just how much more happier you possibly could be. Because I feel that some of you have been like, oh, I'm happy, but wasn't convincing people, right? Probably wasn't convincing you either. Give me one moment before I finish this reading. I know I said I was going to try and go under 30 minutes. Look at me. There's a need to release. Power of surrender cards. What does Gemini need to release? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. So get grounded. Go for a hike. Go for a walk. Go to the beach. Go into nature, into the mountains. Be one with nature. Go hug a tree. Get grounded. And yes, I was serious. Go hug a tree. You must surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So those of you that are obsessively thinking about the painful past, painful partnerships from the past, the way you were raised, growing up, whatever it was, the more you think about it, the more you focus on it. And no good can come from it until you give it up to the universe to help you heal from it. And that is how you have to say. I was just going to say, and that is how you have to say to spirit. So surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Because what did I say? I want to see you jumping like that come holidays, okay? Surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Okay, Geminis, I've gone way too long and I've got the rest of the signs that need reading. So thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. If you're new to me, thank you. Welcome. I hope you subscribe. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would love to know how this resonated for you. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Have a wonderful September. Like I said, if you haven't checked out the general career and finance, it's out. I will link it here as well. Have a wonderful September. Bye.